Hello, welcome to the 2020 annual meeting of the Member Association of the Hershey Country Club. My name is Mike Longo, and it has been my honor and distinct privilege to serve this past year as President of the Board of Advisors of the Member Association. Per Article 6, Section 1 of our association bylaws, which we are governed by and guided by, the board is responsible for organizing a minimum of one meeting per year with members of the association. The bylaws further identifies the procedure to be followed at the annual meeting. What our bylaws fail to address is how we are supposed to satisfy the responsibility in the midst of a global pandemic. So due to COVID, your Board of Advisors unanimously decided that we would not take any unnecessary chances with an indoor gathering. And although we will miss the personal commentary from each presenter, this year we are safely making available on our website all the information we present to you every year in person. COVID continues to substantially impact the club and how we enjoy it. But I think it's fair to say that the flexibility demonstrated by our club management while working closely with your Board of Advisors resulted in the absolute optimum outcome we could have hoped for, all while continuing to comply with government restrictions, which at times were vague and a moving target. A strong and loud shout out to the HCC staff for providing to members a safe environment where we can enjoy the club during these indescribable times. And I am extremely proud of how membership responded, showing strong support as amenities were allowed to open. Your board meets every fourth Tuesday of the month at 5:30. Before the end of this year, the board will have met as a group 10 times in the past 12 months. And beginning with this year's April meeting, we have held all of our meetings safely on the patio of the pavilion. As a reminder, your Board of Advisors was established to act in an advisory capacity with regard to certain aspects of the operation of the club. We are responsible for carrying out the mission of the association, establishing and overseeing the committees of the association, maintaining accurate records of the association, and maintaining bi-directional communication between the association and club management. My sincere and heartfelt thanks to the loyal members who served this year on your Board of Advisors. They are Joe Geiger, Frank Collins, Alicia Kogut, Terry Lewis, Corey Wolf, Kate Procopio, Brad Remig, Mark Tyndale, Karen McCarthy, Dave Rapon, Ernie Rubo. And I would specifically like to recognize and thank Candace Hull as she completes her 6th and final year on the board. Thank you, Candace, for your dedication and commitment to the club and your leadership on the committees you chaired. It is greatly appreciated by me and all our club members. Again, thank you to all our BOA members for your time, insightful contributions, always striving to develop a high-quality club and enhancing member experience. To our members who serve on our 7 different committees at HCC, thank you for your time and input. These committees, each chaired by a member of the BOA and partnered with an HCC staff counterpart, are the real force behind the success of all our different events. Throughout the year that we enjoy, the planning, organization, and marketing of our events is challenging enough, but this year, the added complexity of COVID's do's and don'ts brought event planning to another level. Your patience and perseverance has resulted in all our COVID-affected events to be enjoyed and safely held. You will find reports from each committee in the presentation we are making available to you on our website. Speaking of committees, the board has agreed to add a Green Committee to our suite of committees. At HCC, the Green Committee will advise on the playing conditions standards and the upkeep of the club's greatest and most important asset, the golf courses. This committee will have several specific duties and responsibilities. Among them will be to assist in developing a set of standards for our golf courses, and all committee members will bridge the gap between management, turf operations, the professional golf staff, and the players, and provide leadership and stewardship to our members. The Green Committee will be fully organized and in full swing as we head into the 2021 season. But back to this year. For the most part, all April, May, and June events were canceled. As the club started to open for business to our members, it was clear that 2020 was not going to go as planned. Early on, we were able to offer to-go daily dinners, which were a big hit. The state allowed us to open golf on May 1st, and slowly we started getting our amenities back: tennis, pool, the gym, Hogan dining, locker rooms, and our members supported and used the club in a big way. This year, we experienced more member rounds of golf than we have in years. Record number of visitors to the pool, highest use of our tennis facilities since keeping records, and more Hogan meals served than in any year, at least in the past 6. And the club supported the members too. There were no locker fees charged this year, complimentary bottled water on the golf course, 3 free golf guest days were added, staycation packages at the Hershey Hotel were offered, pool weekends at the Hershey Hotel were available to us in September, and members had access to waterworks at the park. Much more detail on all of this year's club activities can be found in the presentation being made available to all members. Now I'd like to turn the mic over to John Gaiman, our General Manager at Hershey Country Club. John will give you a quick summary of his management report for the year, details of which can be found in the presentation made available to all our members.